watch me once again be a terrible person. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. Cosplay took kind of longer to get into than normal. Wendy from Gravity Falls once again. So, unfortunately, we had to leave off like 2 hours earlier than I had intended last time, which was kind of upsetting because I really like to do, you know, clean breaks in the story and streams. I like to have everything kind of very nicely segmented, and we stopped at like the very beginning, or almost the very beginning, of the Warden's Keep DLC. I'd really wanted to do all of it last time, and we definitely could because it's not too long, but we will be finishing it today. I promise we're going to finish Warden's Keep today, as awkwardly cut as it was. So, last time, Chaddeus made a deal with the devil. Let's see how that goes. Oh, I got my camera zoomed in. Hopefully that's an improvement. I don't know why it's not centered. I'm really struggling with the camera on Gamecaster. I got it figured out on OBS. Camera on OBS is zoomed in, centered, looking good. Gamecaster's giving me so many difficulties trying to figure out the camera. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it, but I was already running late, like 8 to 10 minutes late. I figured it was better to just deal with the whack camera and go ahead and get into the game. Give me the shinies.
It's done, naturally.
Okay. Shinies. Yes, so this, gorgeous specimen of a woman is the possessed remains of, I don't remember his name's great-grandmother? I forget if it's great or great-great-grandmother. His ancestor.
Don't look now. Trap. So simple.
Where are the traps? There. There traps. Okay. And she was like, hey, go destroy this tower, and I'll help you out with kind of the demon problem you're having. And I was like, cool, but I'm a bit greedy, so I'm gonna need some more stuff than that. So she was like, alright, you can have some treasure. And then I was like, oh yeah, this guy wanted to ask you some questions. Do you mind answering his questions? And she said, no! You only get one thing out of me. Okay, whatever, lady. Whatever.
More of these.
So many corpses. My goodness. Oh, you just... Thank you. Not doing anything. I wish I knew off the top of my head what the different injuries are. Like the little red box that appears above the special, Ooh. This appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting. Anytime you find experiment notes in games, it's never good.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had one more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Okay, yeah, like I said, dude's talking about using blood. Sounds like a lot of blood. That cannot be anything good. Wait. What is this store? Oh, I think they lead the same way. Alright, let's look at the shinies. What is this? This Noxious Potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific research. Although, I don't know, it's a potion, so who knows how long it'll last, but this was multiple generations ago. I would think it'd be expired if not entirely dried up at this point. It promises to unlock the hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. So obviously I want more power and I'm gonna drink it. I don't know what's in it, but it says it'll give me power, so. Pain racks your body, but there is power in this pain, and a hint of understanding. Don't throw up, Chaddeus. You have access to new abilities. Are you gonna tell me what these new abilities are? Let's see. Not there. Rogue, assassin, duelist. Ah, power of blood. Okay. Dark passage. Tapping the power of tainted blood makes the rogue more nimble, able to move more quickly while using stealth, and more likely to dodge a physical attack. That's passive. Sustain, the tainted blade. The rogue's blood gushes forth, coating the edges of weapons with a deadly taint. The character gains a bonus to damage determined by the cunning attribute, but suffers continuously depleting health in return. That, I don't think I care to use. That doesn't sound great. Oh wait, I'm gonna save real quick. Yes, there we go. Totally not expired potion. I know. I wonder if it was fresh, if maybe I wouldn't have the whole depleting health thing. Maybe that's an expiration thing.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old Warden Mage. You're still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I want some answers. I like information.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
That's it. How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He
I mean, he was a
ruled
monarch,
with fear and
so...
poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then. But the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland.
Daddy?
With him on our side, we had a chance
Probably
of victory.
great-granddaddy.
Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
The Kuzlins almost rebelled. That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table,
Oh.
with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlans to make them pliable.
You had to know that summoning demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. Ah, I was so close.
you're to blame for all of this. Some things you just don't do.
From a warden, that means something. So tired, so old.
Oh, I didn't mean for that to be nice.
Let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I'm owed.
Commander Dryden knew of the demons.
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
You do remember how that ended. The Black City, Darkspawn.
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages.
Oh, okay.
Keep them docile.
How do you know the Chantry is wrong?
And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort.
I want to ask about something else.
Yes?
What was the purpose of your experiments? You can wait, Levi.
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The wardens use it merely to sense darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more. Hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the wardens could grow even more powerful.
Can you teach me what you've learned? I like the idea of power.
You've already read my
Oh,
research.
okay.
But in time, with the proper
I thought there might be
materials,
more.
I could learn so much more.
Is there anything else?
Yes.
Sophia's great-grandson brought me here. Levi, go ahead.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Just answer Levi's question.
Your great-great-grandmother was the
Oh.
best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I'm sorry, Levi.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
Ooh, is there anything
Yes.
else? No.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
No, I want to kill you.
My body may be frail, but my sorcery is not.
Now let's see. Which one's
See,
Yes.
I have main character powers, so I don't really care how frail or not you are. It's really kind of irrelevant to me. Let's just test this out. You don't even have a boss level health bar, bro. Come on. And then Levi's just standing there without a care in the world. Oh! I was gonna disarm it! Beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, so what I was saying earlier, you know, the little red squares will show the injuries that you have, either from, you know, temporary ones from like an attack, or permanent ones, because, you know, whenever you die, you come back with injuries, which I think is awesome. I love how the game gives you actual penalties for dying, although they're extremely easily fixed. You just take a potion and they're gone. But the concept of being punished for dying is cool. Anyway, was that it? Why are you still... okay. Yeah, so I wish I knew off the top of my head, like, if I could just glance at them, what they mean, because they're different ones. If you go into your character page, though, it'll explain it, but I wish I could just look and be like, oh, yeah, my skull is broken, rather than having to pull up the menu, read that my skull is broken. Like, I know head fractures is actually one of the injuries you can get. There's something to do with your spine.
The maelstrom has subsided. The Magus's wedge is destroyed. This one remembers the deal. Come, follow.
There's another where you're just, like, continuously bleeding, I think.
Gossamer strands only stand between this world and home. Feel it? So deliciously weak here, so frail. The entire world should be as such. But this one will feed the veil, make it strong.
Excuse
My
me?
brethren will not make it easy. Are you ready?
What's my part in this? I don't like you using the word feed.
You keep the brethren away from me.
Oh, okay. And what are you going to be doing?
This one will sew the strands together, make lattice with pain, experience, and exquisite agony.
I'm ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Then we begin.
She needs some lotion. And this man... Oh, good. He ran away. Not very far, though. I have to admire... You know, he recognizes... Then he's going to be no use in a fight, so he gets out of her way. But he's not like a total coward either. It's like, I have no idea what those little symbols mean. I'm just like, okay, I have some sort of status debuff put on me. Ooh, I love ash rays. They look really scary. It's one of my favorite demons. But I think... Oh, what's my favorite of all? Not Desire. Desire's not my favorite. I literally once contemplated cosplaying a Desire demon, but I don't have the body confidence for that, and I don't think it would be allowed at conventions. I think I would get in trouble for that. But you know, I thought it might be fun, and then I thought better of it.
It is done. The veil is strong. This one has kept its word. Now this one will go. There is much to do.
Let's see. So, our deal?
Our business is at an end.
Yeah, so normally, obviously, I want to kill absolutely everyone possible, but my ultimate goal is to be as terrible as possible, right? And in this instance, I feel like unleashing a demon upon the world is actually worse than killing. So I'm actually gonna spare this. You get a 1-day head start. Use it or die.
You will never see me again, Warden.
Wait, you said I would get stuff. Did I already get the stuff?
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. No matter what she said, I dare say you
Maybe I
haven't
screwed up
seen
with
the
the dialogue.
last of Sophia Dryden. I'm not sure that was the wisest of moves, but there was no proof to redeem my family.
My word is law. Stop your belly aching.
Didn't mean to offend. You've done so much.
I did,
suppose
though.
the next question is, what next? You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Any chance I could convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
The barrier between this world and the next will hold, and in time the land's scars will heal. 'Tis done.
Awesome! So yeah, hopefully I've cleared this out, but basically I just got a little fortress all to myself. This place is mine. I mean, ain't nobody else gonna be using it. Wait, am I doing this correctly? Did I go the wrong way? Hang on. I probably did. I did! Typical Divana, going the wrong way. That's cool. It's fine. I'm not upset. Okay, so then in that case... Wait. Oh! I just totally missed... Hang on. Oh, there's a shiny. You found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Asturian's times. Perhaps Asturian's history points to this. Let's recite the Grey Warden Oath. Which I actually really want to get a tattoo of, by the way. And they changed the order of it in Inquisition. Like, they swapped some of the lines, and I'm really mad about that. There's no real explanation given as to why they changed it, but I'm definitely gonna get a tattoo of the Oath. I'm gonna get the original Origins version of it. Apparently just because I really don't like Inquisition, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna get an Inquisition tattoo. Nah. Am I going the wrong way again? No. I found the way out. Yes. Without too much trouble. We're good. We're out. Everything is okay. I have a fortress. Of course everything is okay. I'm kind of mad because that was significantly shorter than I remember. And I feel like I probably could have just powered through the thunderstorm last time. And we probably could have finished this last stream. But I thought it would be better to be safe than sorry. So we're going to go to camp real quick. And then we're going to immediately come back. And you will see why. Oh, I got distracted trying to think of my favorite demon design. Really like the Ash Wraith. I think the Sloth Demon looks pretty cool. It's pretty intimidating, in my opinion. Ooh, who else looks good?
Yes.
It's what I can think of off the top of my head. If we come across one that I didn't name and I'm like, ooh, I really like that, then I'll mention it, but I quite like Gluttony. Gluttony also looks pretty cool. Look! Stuff has happened. Let's go see. A non-Mabari! I didn't even know they had other types of dogs. No, come back. Come back. Let me pet you. I can't pet the dog. Yeah, I didn't even know they had other types of dogs here. I thought it was like Skyrim, where it's literally just the one type. Hey, buddy.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
The keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Alright, I'd like to see your wares.
Certainly.
Okay, let's see. First, we shall sell some things. Not that. Not that. Let me see. We obviously don't want to sell the good stuff. Okay. Let's just see what he has. Oh, okay. I don't like that any better. That's not going to be any better. Okay. You have nothing of worth to me. Party storage. I don't know why that's given a quest marking. Oh! I guess the game just wanted to make sure I knew it was there. Thanks, game. Right now, talk to him.
You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Levi's brother. Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a
You're
family
better
full
looking.
of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
You're a weaponsmith, then.
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Ooh. Okay, we'll need to come back to him, because I don't think I unlocked a special thing yet. So don't let me forget. We've got to come back to him. Oh, okay, good. You do have good stuff. First, I was like, bruh. I have no one in my party who uses a shield. Ooh. Let me see. Right, that's the same thing. Okay, hang on, let me figure out what I want. Ooh, got lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. That I'm not strong enough for. And then the stuff I am strong enough for isn't as good. Useless. Okay, like I said, there will be a thing that I clearly have not unlocked yet, but there will be a thing, and he will become more useful after the thing happens. Ooh, do I have... I'm not strong enough for anything good right now. I am useless at the moment. Nah, I prefer what I have. Okay. Dog is good. Happy with that. How do you compare? Oh, not as good. Ooh, yes, that one is better. Let's see how... I don't have her using blood magic, so... Okay. Okay, I'm happy with how everyone is equipped. Yeah, we'll go chat with people at camp real quick. And then we shall return to the main plot. And with that, that is the last of the in-main game DLC stories. There are more DLC stories, but you only get to play 3 during the main campaign. Hi, welcome! Must pet dog. That is the first thing I have to do upon coming to camp. Ooh, wait, I think... wait. Sten, okay, wait, no, I don't... Can you get all the Legion stuff now? Helm, gloves, boots... I'm missing the Legion armor! And the other bits of effort. Oh, okay, you... Okay, what I'm... Ooh, okay. I'll go get the rest of the Blood Dragon armor. 1, because I need to do that, and 2, so he can have matching stuff. But then I want to give... He's not strong enough for Kaylin's stuff yet. Fine then. I'll give you that, though. Okay. Sten, hang on. I will fix you.
Are you sure I can't interest you in
don't
this
care.
hat? I'm sure you'll...
Okay. Give me... Blood Dragon... and Blood Dragon. Okay, Sten! Here, you can have matching DLC armor. I think I said quite a while ago, I really prefer everyone to have as much DLC equipment as possible, even if it's not necessarily as good as some of the main game stuff. Yeah, look at him! He's got like Star Wars glowing eye stuff. It's awesome. Okay. And then let's give people presents so that... Stop. So they will like me more. Oh, wow. I don't really have... Okay, we can give Ogren some alcohol.
That's fine indeed.
Golden Mirror. I think Morgan. Yes! Special one.
What have you there?
Fashion
A
Age.
mirror.
Yes.
It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
It's simply a present for a beautiful woman. I could do with another kiss like the last time, though.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet.
A kiss.
If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
Plus 20! Oh, wow. Okay, I now need to avoid talking with her at all costs because... Ooh, should I... Do I need to lower her approval? I'm really worried about triggering too many of her romance scenes because that could cause problems with Liliana and Zebra. Ooh. Ooh. It's fine. I'm just never gonna talk to her again.
What is your desire? Again? I'm game. Work!
You get approval with him every time you go to bed, and I want to progress things with him. Yeah, see, okay, what is your approval? That's... okay. I want to unlock more things. Now, Leliana.
Looking for little old me?
Of course.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Oh. Okay, nothing more with her. Do you have anything?
What you need?
Okay.
All right then.
This was a productive camp visit. But not as good as it could, but he still hates me. It's fine. Alright, off we go. Now, we are going
Yes.
to the
A fine
elves.
gift.
And see, look at what a beautiful job I've done, except for skipping over Denerim and making this make sense roleplay wise in terms of how we've traveled around the map. We are under attack though. There has to be one random encounter every time you move between them. Like, literally. Literally there does. I'm not even just kind of exaggerating. Actively how traveling around works. But they are no match for us. See, that was pathetic. I don't even know why they bothered. Pitiful. Just stay out of my way. Now, after that rude interruption, back we go. Rather uncomfortably close to the spread of the blight, I must say, though.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
I don't take kindly to threats.
I am not threatening you. I am warning you. We have always defended ourselves when necessary.
I could kill you without even thinking about it.
We Dalish are masterful archers. Imagine how dangerous an arrow might be if it pierced your heart, or your eye. But again, we feel no urge to harm you. We merely protect our own from dangerous outsiders such as yourself. Move on, and there will be no need for either of us to fight.
Are you sure? Actually, no, I'm not giving you my money. I have business with your people.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Take advantage. No wonder the Dalish have such a poor reputation.
Considering our homeland has been destroyed twice by your people, I find your surprise remarkable. But our reputation is not the point. The business you claim to have with us is.
Fine. I will talk to your leader and no one else. You are beneath my information.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
You talk about fashion age. It is indeed important. It's such a shame most of the stuff is really ugly. Dragon Age 2 has the most aesthetic armors.
I see we have guests.
Well, it's kind of racist, dog.
And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
You'll listen to what I have to say until I'm finished, elf.
That is your
Getting
business?
a little
To
racist
threaten
here,
us?
Chaddeus. Ooh.
Answer the question, or you'll quickly find out exactly how hollow your threats are.
I came to speak to you about the Blight. You know, the big bad thing.
A Grey Warden, then. I suspected as much. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zacharian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Call me Chaddeus.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
So their first reaction to trouble is to flee from it. Curious.
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
I don't think they're feeling well.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak, even with all our magic and healing skill. We will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Surely you must have some warriors to spare.
Not enough to make a difference for you, and not simultaneously leave us defenseless.
There are actual werewolves in the forest. So the series has werewolves, but I don't think we ever encounter any vampires. I know there's some lore you have to like dig into the books or something to find like one mention of vampires, but we do have werewolves.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves, akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting.
That's kind of
They
racist.
need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't as unintelligent as you think. I mean, they did used to be human.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Yeah, so in the Dragon Age universe, werewolves aren't like men who transform into wolves and then can transform back. You know, it's not like a full moon or when they get angry type thing. No, like when they transform, they get stuck like that.
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
You mean I can't just go hunt down some witch heads and throw them into a fire? But you're gonna ask me to get it anyhow, right? That's how that usually goes.
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
Weak.
I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
If I help you, what will you give me?
We would assist with the blight, of course, and you would have our gratitude.
Oh, we could have thanks. I would prefer a more substantial reward.
A reward, is it?
Yeah.
Very well. We have very little of the coin your people use, but we do craft items they find valuable. Return with the heart, and I will give you something extra that I'm sure you will have no trouble selling. Good enough?
Your people could also improve their attitude towards me. Their savior.
This attitude has been burned into our souls after long years of slavery and oppression. It is not personal, but very well. I will remind my people of the danger.
Did that elf just gaslight Chaddeus? Spoilers! I'll find this Witherfang for you. I love the name Witherfang, by the way.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
I have some questions. You're kind of sketchy, bro.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So if a werewolf bites me, then will I become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed.
Goody.
The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
Just don't get bitten, bro. Simple. How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
So so did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on, then.
Was there anything else? Nah.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Thank you. That's very kind. Okay, give me more information, woman.
Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Do I look like I'm here to entertain you? I'm not Adam Lambert.
No, I thought you might indulge my curiosity for a moment. I apologize. I did not mean to offend. Is there something that I can help with? Many of my clan might not welcome an outsider's questions, but I have no trouble with it.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
What is this Arlathan you mention? I'm a noble and I should be highly educated, but I am not.
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Does Arlathan still exist? Wait. Again, it's so hard to tell what's just gonna lead to a new line of questioning and what's gonna totally progress the conversation. A generally safe bet is honestly the first option will move things along, so that's why I kind of tend to go for maybe like number 2 first. But the elves were eventually freed, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
But don't you worship the maker? That's
worship the
very
creators,
human-centric
as
of
we
you.
always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
Very human normative. Elves were immortal then.
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
I kind of like how the elves aren't immortal in this, because generally in fantasy series they are, or at the very least their lifespans will be hundreds of years, like Lord of the Rings, Elder Scrolls. So in this one they're like, nah, we're just gonna have them be like humans. I like that, it's different. But you could get your lifespan back, no?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Didn't Arlathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
So you lost a war. You wouldn't be the first.
One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third.
Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
That kind of thing has never happened in history before. That's completely unfamiliar. I wouldn't know anything about that from history books. But I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves.
Aren't you? You're human. And to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations.
You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
I'm special, so I wouldn't act like them. I would change things.
Oh? That is easy to say
Probably
when you are
not.
not a homeless wanderer of a broken people. It is all we can do to cling unto our past now. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Probably just be the usual empty promises and popular talking points, but you know how it goes. Why are you giving me this option again? We already talked about this. Is there no way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Certainly.
What does a keeper do exactly? I can't read.
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
What can you tell me about Zathrian? He's weird.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself.
He
is the
didn't
keeper
say
of this clan
anything.
and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He
Give me the gossip.
lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Apparently we're not going to pry any further, so tell me about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandit took me. I was their servant for several years.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the implications. You sound very matter-of-fact about it.
Do I? It's taken many years of reflection to come to terms with it, to forgive what those men did to me. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
I told you Dragon Age Origins was the darkest. You said that the Dalish rescued you from the bandits.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror.
Good.
No one could stop him. I sat there, and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Didn't you have family you could have returned to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How did you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
do they resent your success?
No. Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
I should go.
As you wish. Darth Shiro.
Alright, let's continue exploring here before we move on. Look at the stuff. God of the Craft. Oh, I can't steal anything from there. Okay, let's just run around.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They have, and it's annoying. I have a job to do.
It is not
Saving the
our intention to insult
world.
the Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
Since I feel like there's a quest coming, I'm gonna go ahead and be like, oh, please, I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me.
Yes.
My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know. One way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her. Alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
I'll see what I can do.
You are most kind. Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
Alright, so like I said, we are going to explore around the camp a little bit. As you can see, there is stuff to do, people to talk to, basically a lot of things that aren't the main plot, as usual.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Oh, there are hard feelings. And you wonder why everyone dislikes your people so much.
If you're suggesting we are to blame for our troubles, that view is short-sighted. Our history has been one of persecution, after all. Not that I would expect an outsider to understand, but there you have it. We do what we must. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I suggest you get on with your business. I will be watching you carefully, stranger, Grey Warden or no.
Yeah, but if I had been upfront about it, I wouldn't have been able to be super rude to you first. And so obviously I need to not tell things right away, even if that would be more efficient. I can't help myself, you know? I need to be the worst. I need to be terrible. I'm going in circles. That's fun. That's fun. Ooh, okay, wait. Can we ask him?
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
Oh, cool. Okay. I spoke to Lanaya about you.
And what did she have to say?
She told me you'd lost your family, but wouldn't say how.
I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me, even now after so long. The werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my hatred of them, no? Let us leave it at that.
She said that you've been keeper for a very long time.
That's true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly, the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated.
Never.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Okay, so we really can't talk to him about the wolf. Alright, hang on, dude. I will talk to you in a second.
Better hardship and danger
Oh.
than slavery.
Aw, sorry, Morgan. I missed it. So we are going to steal some stuff. Casual, you know? Now we'll talk to this guy.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
I was told you could supply me with some equipment.
Yes. The Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there, if you've not done so already.
I love that. Is there any other equipment you could spare?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
What kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is.
We'll see. I promise nothing.
And I did not ask for a promise. I only ask that you consider the task, should you come across the bark in the forest.
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant.
I don't think he has
let
anything
us trade.
particularly good, though.
Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
I doubt it. At this point, ooh, that might be. Nope. Yeah, I don't think he has anything. Ooh, backpack. Okay, fine. That's good. I'll give him a little bit of credit for that. So him berating his apprentice reminds me of, in Markarth, there's that one female orc smith who has like a super incompetent human apprentice.
Over with.
So it makes me think of that. So, okay, do we want to... No, I will do that bit last. Last. Get the shinies. Okay, wait. Anything else over here? Because I want to get all of the things, of course. Alright. Let's see what this lady needs.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel.
I like
What
them, they
humans
look
call
cool.
land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
They are not your mounts?
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala
Right,
who decide
that'd be
where
so
to lead
cool.
us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. Curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help? Provided you give me something in return?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
So, being terrible, obviously we're not going to help the Hala. Ooh. I want to make sure I do this right, though. Pretend to examine.
Your techniques are strange to me. Can you tell anything?
Called out. You are right. This animal is suffering.
Ah, it is as I thought then. And there is no point in delaying the inevitable. Let us make an end to it. Lonely Hala, lost in the rain. See the lights, how they shine in the sky. Let them guide your way home. Dara Shiral, my dearest friend, farewell.
Oh, I feel awful about this. Oh, I really do hate it. Oh, you didn't have to show me.
It is customary for the herder to take the antlers of a fallen Hala. I give them to you, friend. Bring them to Master Verathorn and he will make you a gift from them.
What kind of gift? Is it shiny?
A keepsake to remember our fallen by. Masiranus for the kindness you have shown today.
Man, I know I'm supposed to be terrible, but like... Oh... I don't really care about what I do to humans. Hurting the animals still... That still hits pretty hard. That did not feel good to me. So, let's go get our reward, though. At what cost? At what cost?
What do you wish?
Alora told me I could bring these horns to you.
Ah, so the Hala is dead at last, is she? I told Elora it was better to end it sooner than later. But the Hala are her province, poor girl. Our tradition dictates that we honor our fallen friends by reshaping their horns into keepsakes. Come, apprentice. Let us begin.
Why would you want him to help?
And we are done. The apprentice did an excellent job, I think.
Ooh.
Treasure it. For it is the last gift the Hala can bequeath.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Oh! Sathrian said that I could have what's inside here.
Please do not lie to me. I find
Wow.
it most unbecoming.
Wow. Okay, then fine. Did I miss anything over here? Talk to him.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
They're not the main character, though. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes, but they weren't us.
Ah, bravado. How encouraging to see it in our time of need. Our people lie sick and dying, but you boast for our amusement? How thoughtful.
Your attitude is getting annoying.
Then perhaps I should be silent and allow an outsider to decide our fate. Creators willing, they have been so kind to our people in the past.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Netherland. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
I want to know about the forest. Now.
Then I'll tell you what I know. Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
So there were many spirits in the forest.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles in the forest.
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
This Witherfang still exists today?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So how many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves? I assume they just kill them.
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
So, I should burn the place down? Okay. Also, I just want to say, my game is glitched, and I think there was one quest in Orzammar. Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, often he will have like a quest marker hanging over his head that just never goes away, and it's impossibly annoying. Alright, now. Now for one of my favorite quests in the entire game, and one of the most terrible things you get to do. So here we go. Shine, Chaddeus. Assuming I do it correctly.
Hello?
Why are you cringing? Speak up.
That is, we
Pathetic. Are you daft? What's the matter?
I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you in any way.
You're about to if you keep this up.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Your people are very insular.
You're probably right. We do keep to ourselves. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So be one. Stop wishing for it.
I...
Oh, did I screw it up?
Just go away and leave me alone.
Wait.
I told you to leave me alone.
Okay, wait, I think we're good. Tell me what your problem is.
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
I don't know, I'm a very good listener. But you should tell me before I kick your head in.
Before you... all right. I suppose it makes no difference. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gaina? Actually, wait. No, I like this one better. Girl problems, I see. I never have problems with women.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Alright, so there's multiple ways we can go about this, but obviously we're going to pick the worst one. Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Oh, I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
That depends. What's in it for me?
I could reward you. I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands.
Fine, I'll do it.
Cyranas. Oh, Ma Cyranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Let me get the plant and then we're gonna have some fun. Let me get the other plant and then we're gonna have some fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Hopefully I do it right.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
You are Gaina, correct? Kamen mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that if he was lucky, he would bed you soon.
He didn't! Kamen would never say such a thing.
And I can see why. You are very beautiful indeed.
You are too kind.
Kind? Not at all, my dear. Cammon is not good enough for you.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I mean, you deserve a more worldly man. Someone like myself.
You mean... Oh, that's quite flattering, but...
Come on. Let's discuss this in private.
Just the two of us, you mean? You are not alone.
Just the two of us. I really think we should talk.
Well, I suppose there's no harm in it. We could talk in one of the Aravels.
I love it. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna help you with your love quest. Psych! I'm gonna sleep with her instead. So, as a male warden, you can sleep with her by, as you saw, saying Cammon's not good enough for you. You need a real man. But if you're a female warden, you can actually sleep with Cammon, being like, hey, I can teach you how to do it so you can be better for her. This is awful.
I can't believe I just did that. How can I live with myself?
Oh, wow. Regretting it? That's rude. And now to just really drive
There's
it
nothing
in.
more for us to speak of. Go away.
I just wanted to let you know. I betted Gaina.
What?
Oh, it's so mean. Oh. Which one is worse between 1 and 3? No, I'm not gonna tell him to follow my example, because that means that's like the nicest thing I could do now. I want to be terrible. So between 1 and 3, which do y'all think is meaner? I was just sampling the goods, no harm done, or that seems a bit unlikely now, doesn't it? Which do y'all think is worse? I'm kind of torn between the two. I think 2 would be like the nicest things. We're not doing that one. Probably 3. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. You gotta love calling women goods. That's great. That's why I'm thinking that one's also kind of terrible, because, yeah, we love objectifying women. Chaddeus, you're such a Chad. But yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts? I think I'm leaning towards 3. Okay, I'm gonna go with 3. That seems a bit unlikely now, doesn't it?
You don't even care for her. You've ruined my life.
He ruined his life. I love it. Oh, fantastic. This is what I am here for. This is peak Chaddeus. This is some of his best work. Okay, did I get everything in camp? I think so. Alright, off into the woods. If I had any musical talent, I would start singing Into the Woods from Into the Woods. But I don't. So just play it in your minds. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, I love it so much. It's awful. As you saw, there were dialogue options where I could have actually saved that situation even after sleeping with her. I think you can still convince him it's okay and you should go for it regardless. Or if you sleep with him, I think you have to talk to her to save the situation. I kind of forget how it goes.
The fiends here are only monsters.
Right? You should watch me do an evil playthrough before you do your own, though. I'm just saying. So yeah, oh, that was glorious. Can you see why I love it so much? It's just awful for no reason. You know, sometimes with these quests where there's just an objectively bad way to go about it, there was nothing great about this. That was just straight up evil. There was no reason to do that. I didn't gain anything from that other than pure malicious enjoyment. Other quests, it'll be like you could get a different reward or something. No! No! It was just straight up mean. It's glorious. This is what I'm here for. This is why I'm doing a playthrough like this. So, something that's interesting about the Dalish plotline, there is a Dalish Origins option. You can only be a rogue or a warrior for the Dalish option, though, because if you want to be a mage elf, it'll be the mage origin. So it is the only Origins line, quest line, that doesn't tie back into part of the main plot later on in the game. So, Human Noble tie-in, we haven't gotten to yet. That won't come until we get to Denerim, so I'm not going to explain that yet, but Human Noble has its tie-in. Mage, we already did. There's kind of two bits. There's when you encounter Jowan in Redcliffe, and then again when you go to the Circle Tower, which was your home for the longest time, and you're encountering all these people that you've known your whole life. So obviously that ties in. Then, when you go to Orzammar, if you're a dwarf commoner, taking down the cartel, you're fighting your old friends, people you used to work with, you know. For dwarf noble, you're obviously dealing with your brother and deciding whether or not you're going to help your own brother become king. Particularly insulting after there was a good chance you could have become king or queen. City Elf we also haven't gotten to because that's also Denerim. So you can see what I mean. So everything we've done so far, or that will happen in Denerim, there are connections either directly through the plot line or through people you interact with or just the general environment that relate to those origins. After this cutscene, I'll explain Dalish.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Die, beast!
Hey, come, brothers and sisters! Swift Runner calls you to battle! Drive this invader from our midst!
Yes, I am not here for conversation. All I know is killing. Except it won't let me.
The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
So, Dalish Origins, this is not your clan. Zathrian's clan isn't yours. And this isn't even the part of the forest. So you do go into the woods during that plotline, obviously. But it's not this area that you're running around in. Everywhere else, it's like the exact same area. For that one, it's at least a little bit different. And your clan moves on. at the end of the origin story. They're completely gone. And that's why you're dealing with a different clan, because I guess Zathrian's clan came in to replace them. But so these aren't your people. This isn't your area. So the Dalish has no connection whatsoever. These people don't know you. Nothing that happens plot-wise is connected. Like, the werewolves are not related to that Origins plot.
Who comes?
I ask the questions here. Who are you?
We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him. And take his stuff. The hunter's armor has been all but ripped to shreds. His bow is missing, but he still possesses a blood-encrusted blade and most of his arrows. The hunter also still possesses his boots, as well as a belt pouch with various small personal items in it, including a small figurine carved from bone. I'm gonna take it. You divest the body of all its undamaged equipment. I might as well check him out first, though. For a second. His wounds are deep, and some are still bleeding heavily, the result of an attack by creatures with long claws. He does not appear to have any bite marks, so I'm just gonna leave him. You know, just casually kill this poor injured man, rather than saving him, which I could have. And then to add insult to injury, I'm just gonna take his stuff and leave him to rot. So yeah, so the Dalish origin story. Oh, ogres, great. You and your pal, I forget what his name is. If you're a female elf, you can actually confess your love to each other. Female Grey Wardens have, I went through it in my mind recently, but I think female Grey Wardens have slightly more romance / flirtation options than male Grey Wardens, but I might be remembering wrong. You can only confess your love if you're a female Grey Warden, though. And you, like, come across this cave that has some weird stuff in it. And basically, you both wind up getting infected by the taint. And Duncan comes along and is like, yo, the only way you're going to survive this is if I help you become a Grey Warden. And so that's how you become a Warden, is pretty much because you were stupid and got yourself sick. And then your friend gets sick as well, and there'll be an event at one point where Darkspawn raid your camp, and if you did that origin, he will actually show up. He'll be able to recognize, and you'll be able to, like, interact with him and everything. He doesn't show up if you're anything else. But yeah, he'll actually show up, and you can talk to him, because he's... I'm not sure if he's a full-blown ghoul yet. He's not entirely gone yet. But you can interact with him and once again, like, talk about your love for each other, and it's really sad, and then I think you have to kill him. Otherwise, if you didn't romance him, you just talk about how you're, like, super good bros, or whatever. And basically what happens, what you found was a mirror, a special transport mirror, but it's broken, and your clan leaves, like, partly to run away from what happened, but then also partly to kind of figure out how to fix the Alluvion. It's a little complicated. It gets explained a lot more in Dragon Age 2. I don't want to give any more spoilers, but you get more of an explanation in another game. I also want you to take note of how the Dalish all have American accents. Because they're Welsh in Dragon Age 2, and then they're English in Inquisition. It's fascinatingly inconsistent. So, I don't know, I just find it interesting how the Dalish origin never gets a tie-in or any repeats. It's just kind of there. But I guess there's payoff in another game. You get to feel connected in another game that they obviously hadn't planned for when they wrote this. I don't know, man. Can you stop? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've never done like a full playthrough as a Dalish elf. I only did the prologue section because you get achievements for completing each of the prologues. So this is one I never did. I just know about it, obviously. Hello.
What manner of beast be thee?
I thought you played as a city elf.
Before this elder tree.
Can't you see me? I'm obviously a werewolf. No, you were a wood boy. Okay.
Sayest? How can this be? I sense no curse inside of thee. Could it be instead a lie? There is no need. Why even try?
I've never been able to decide if this guy is cool or annoying. You don't need to know what I am.
As thou dost wish, so shall it be. Even though I know nowhere art thee, allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
Everyone else does. What are you exactly?
I am an elder oak and nothing more. Though once I dreamt of a time before when I roamed the world and howled with pain, not of this world, but twixt and twain. Perhaps I was a spirit then, a wandering thing drawn to this glen. But then that spirit joined with a tree. Since then, a tree is all I be.
It just seems that the other trees are far more hostile.
Of the Sylvans, this is true. They are quite mad, their virtues few. A spirit trapped within a tree, no mouth to scream or eyes to see. A cage of bark, a prison wood, a thing of rage where nature stood. So twisted Sylvan they become. But I am not the same as some. I accept my fated oaken home. I feel no need to rage and roam.
He definitely looks really cool. Why do you speak in rhymes?
I do not know. Why dost thou not? Thy words seem plain, a mundane lot. Perhaps a poet's soul's in me. Does that make me a poetry?
We should call him Shakespeare. it'll make you dead if you keep up the puns. I can fully appreciate that sentiment. I despise puns. I always feel murderous thoughts whenever somebody says a pun in my presence, or if there's like some sort of written pun on like a restaurant title or something. I get it.
It was but a simple jest, a jibe to entertain my guest.
I would like to know more of this forest. It's weird.
I can only speak to what a tree may see. It may not help you.
I know
but
you
it
do,
is
and I hate it every time. Why is it called the Brazilian forest, exactly?
That is but a human name. One placed upon this land their claim. A claim they stole from ancient elves, whom they first killed, and were killed themselves.
There were elves who lived here.
It
There are
was
elves
the
here now.
elves who planted the seeds, raised the forest, saw to its needs. But that was all so long ago. That they are dead is all I know.
What happened here to make the forest like this?
A great war, perhaps. I cannot tell. I was not here when it befell. But many deaths here, all the same. And with the deaths, the spirits came. The spirits entered corpse and tree, and most went mad, as thou canst see. The forest had a spirit of its own, from back when its first seeds were sown. Perhaps she died of grief that day, or perhaps she simply went away. Or perhaps the wares are the ones to blame, for the day she left is the day they came.
I don't understand.
I speak as clearly as I see. Plainer than this, I cannot be.
Okay. Is there anything around here of note? I don't know, buried treasure?
Most of what was is overgrown, leaving only broken stone. Perhaps some ruins remain free of rot. I know not where, I see them not.
Where can I find Witherfang's lair?
In the center of the forest, the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares.
Why do the trees protect them?
Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please.
Is there any other way to get to the center of the forest? Like tunnels?
Perform the boon as I ask, and I shall reward thee for the task.
Okay.
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
What's so special about that?
All I have is my being, my seed.
Ew.
Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
I think it's better if I just kill you.
Joey.
Oh, look, mini boss. Yeah, so I take it he wanted us to find, like, his son / daughter, I don't know, gender ambiguous child. And we're like, nah, you don't get a child, you just get death. Kind of a shame. Oh well. Everyone deserves death. Not even my comrades are safe. Ooh. This section is always really fun, but also extremely random. This campsite appears remarkably intact. The tents and bedrolls are all covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. The fire pit smokes and possesses embers enough to build into a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire.
Please never say something
and
like that
warm
again.
blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
More suspicious than inviting. You get no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give more clues as to its nature. Oop. Yeah, we'll just look at the tent first. You look inside the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean but empty. What a pleasant place to rest your head.
Don't go in there. Can't you feel power? Something is dreadfully wrong here.
I want to know what's going on. We're not leaving. I'm the boss. It takes all your strength to stand back from the tent. A wave of weariness washes through you, despite your efforts to resist it. And now the bedroll. Look at the bed. Look, thank you. You examine the bedroll. It looks clean and warm. You feel like you haven't slept in ages. It'd be so nice to curl up and sleep.
Keep moving. Something is wrong.
This is so strange. Let's look around some more. Unable to resist. Oh, should I have done the fire first? I don't know if it matters. Unable to resist its strange siren call, you trudge back to the tents and quickly collapse and drift off into a blissful sleep. And now everyone except Morrigan is dead.
Very well.
That's great. Oh, I hate fighting as mages.
Very well.
And I didn't even turn into a spider. That was pointless. Okay. Yeah, so basically, who you turn into is... I'm not sure if it's random or if there's like a priority list, but 3 party members will die and you'll have to fight as somebody else. Thank you for coming back. With the shade destroyed, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was here is ancient, and the remains of the shade's victims all lie as if sleeping still.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. I might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
See, I always find that really fun because it has absolutely no relevance to anything else going on, but it's still, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. So, Red, and anyone else watching who has done Dalish Origins, how do you feel about your character honestly having no emotional connection to the main plot? Ah, yes, the dog shall take a potion.
Impossible.
How does that make you feel? I personally prefer having more personal stakes. Ooh, doggy. Dog. Find me something. Thanks. You'd think I might have some sort of healing property. I feel like he's just telling me I need to eat more vegetables. That's just kind of the vibe I get from that. Your steak, okay, thank you. Thanks. I love homophones. Except for when you make jokes like that. Like, you personally. It's fine if literally anyone else in the chat were to make a joke like that. It's you personally. But yeah, do you get what I mean? I like having a more personal connection to what's going on as opposed to just kind of being there purely because of circumstance. Everybody else has circumstance and investment. You know, getting closure or revenge or whatever.
Yes.
Just my thoughts.
All right. Yes.
You need more strength. We'll just do that. It doesn't really matter. Finish that. It's fine. Okie dokie. Onwards. I'm not as bad at navigating the Brazilian forest as I am the deep roads, but I'm still pretty bad at it. So just be prepared for me to get lost and have to check the map frequently. It's gonna happen. I promise you, I am going to get lost.
All right.
At least once.
All right.
That should not have taken us long.
Ooh.
Please. Help. Listen.
I know you do.
I am not the mindless beast I appear to be.
Oh my god, I hate talking to her. It's so painfully slow. I dislike talking to her even more than Hermaeus Mora in Skyrim, which is already a painful conversation. You certainly look like a werewolf to me.
I was not always as you see. I have been cursed, turned into this creature. It burns in blood. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to. You are human. I am. I was once one of the Dalish folk. You know of my clan.
No. You are a Dalish who has already become a werewolf, then.
Yes. Just scant days ago. So, you know what happened to us.
I need you to answer some questions.
No, there's no time. Please, you must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message.
There is death in her eyes. It will not be long now.
The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead and with the gods. I beg you.
But you're not dead.
I will be soon enough. I just want him to be at peace. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave her to die a painful death.
Then I will
Oh.
end it myself.
Okay.
not
Oh, that's not ending yourself. That's forcing me to do it. Alright, whatever. Give me your thing. Okay, so I'm actually going to return to the camp. So we actually have multiple quests we can turn in rather than progressing further in the plot. I have a reason for it. I'll look at this thing first, though.
Wait. We are back at the beginning of the path. The forest, it seems, does not wish us to reach wherever the path leads. How protective.
Gee, I wonder where we're supposed to go to advance the plot. Which means I know exactly where I'm not going to go for as long as possible. I am going the right way. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, so we'll go back. We will turn in those quests. And then we will go back once again to explore the rest of the area before going after the werewolves, of course. I mean, actually, we kind of have to anyway, but, you know, all true gamers do everything but the main plot, right? Right. So, I will check the map. I think I can just keep going straight. I will save, though. Oh my gosh, we are already 16 parts in. Feels like just yesterday I started playing this. And by yesterday, I mean, I think August, because my upload schedule up until, like, last week was really I'm talking, like, twice a month. Maybe 2 weeks ago. I forget if it was last week or 2 weeks ago where I finally picked up the pace and decided to, you know, actually put more effort in. And so now I'm streaming multiple times a week. It's great. I hope y'all appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, there are more people who want to fight us, but I think I'm gonna, like, not let them for now. Oh. The game says no. I do, in fact, need to fight them. Why is the bear glowing? I do not like it when bears glow. I do not like bears in video games to begin with. Much less when they glow. Okay. You're not nearly as horrible as you are, though. Oh my god. The bears are just absolutely awful in Inquisition. I despise them so much. One of my least favorite enemy types in the entire franchise is the Inquisition bear specifically, but I also really hate them in Origins. And literally every other fantasy game that has bears, which is all of them, because they all have to have bears and spiders and make them all pains in the butt to fight. There must have been a meeting at some point with fantasy game developers where they were like, how can we make gamers consistently angry? Throw bears and spiders at them. Hello, love.
I can't believe I just...
She does not appreciate me. I think, yeah, Cameron is just gone now. He is run off to cry.
What do you wish?
I found some iron bark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed iron bark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate?
I think both would be more appropriate.
Both? But that is an unreasonable amount of crafting
Ugh.
to expect just for finding the wood. I will do no such thing.
Wow. You wouldn't have any wood at all if not for me, remember?
I suppose you are
Yes,
correct.
give me things.
It is much to ask. But if you aid my clan as you say, then I have no objection. And I've reformed the wood to my will. A Dalish longbow and a breastplate for you. May they serve you well.
Thank you. Ooh, what is the worst way I can talk to this man? Let's find out.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Delilah?
I do.
You have news? Have you found her? Are you certain?
She's dead.
Dead? What happened to her? Was it as I thought?
She was a werewolf, just as you suspected.
So I was right. But what became of her?
I killed her, naturally.
Of course.
Oh, well, whatever.
She was a mindless beast, lost to me just as if she were dead. At least she is at peace. Here is the amulet, as I promised. Now I should go and make arrangements. I must mourn my wife as is proper. Dareth Shiron. Fare you well.
Okay, buddy. Alright, now we will go back and not do the main plot, like I said. See, I'm looking at the time and trying to estimate how much further into the plot we'll get. Definitely not finishing this quest line in this stream. Definitely not going to get to do that. But, I'm trying to think. Because I want to pick like a good, you know, stop off point, but I also don't want to end the stream too early. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just feel when the time is right. I'll be like, yeah, this seems right. Good balance between length of stream and non-awkward cutoff point. And man, am I glad to have Sten back in my party. Ogren was so squishy. It made me scream. I should have had a counter for how many times he died. Like, my lord. And I want to compare that to how many times Sten has died while he's been in my party. And he's been in my party a lot longer. And has definitely died significantly fewer times. It's terrible. Ogren, you're trash. And I don't think you can even accuse me of just having a poor build for him. Because from the beginning with him, like, even before he leveled up and I could make a build for him, he just was awful, alright? Granted, I also don't really do builds. They're not terribly important when you're playing on the easiest mode. It's just not really necessary to put that much thought and effort into it. I put in some, but I'm not like a master strategist or anything like that. Can I kill Valhalla?
Where's the tavern?
I cannot. Okay. Fine. Ooh. Wait. No. Oh, that must connect to the part near the tree. Okay. So, I found another exit, I guess. kind of worthwhile, but not really. Yeah, I'm sad the game doesn't just let you freely kill stuff. You have to be hashtag triggered. The enemies have to be hashtag triggered as well. Even from 5 miles away, you will be able to trigger. But I can't just go on a mass murdering spree. I can murder, but only at certain times. Like, I just want to be able to kill everyone like you can in Skyrim. It just lets you destroy. Oh, 2 ogres, can you not? Can you not, please? Nope, nope, nope. Thank you. Ooh, Sten! Nicely done. Got that death animation. It's beautiful. I don't know why the ground is so gross. I kinda don't appreciate it. I'm not getting any negative health effects. It's not like the game is registering it as poisonous.
Success!
So I guess it's just weird, but not deadly. The air seems unnaturally cold around this ancient tombstone. Runes of warding are carved onto the surface. Let's disturb the wards. Oh, more revenants. Yes. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No. Please let me go behind you. I'm a squishy rogue, and I cannot face you head on. See, thank you. That's much better. Attack Sten. Leave me alone. That's how that's supposed to work. Okay. Ooh, Juggernaut. Ah, yes. So the game has multiple, like even before the DLCs, really good, unique armor sets. Juggernaut being one of them. And they've pretty much always either got quests associated with finding them, or at the very least, like they're hidden in special locations. You can't generally buy pieces of unique armor sets. Also, this little campfire here. If you don't kill Wynn, which we did, then her personal character quest, because they all have one, she tells you about how she had this apprentice who was really, really struggling. He just really hated being there. And she was young and kind of new to being a teacher. And she was just really harsh on him. And so one day he ran away, and because the world hates mages, he was tracked down, and she thinks he was killed. But she thinks he might have also, hopefully, maybe joined the Dalish. And so you find out that magically, by some amazing coincidence, he did in fact escape. He did in fact join the Dalish. Not Zathrian's clan, though. I think he eventually split off from whatever clan he did join and has become a loner. And you just find him kind of chilling here. And he will actually heal you. Like, if you have any injuries, you can chat with him. And he'll be like, oh, I'll heal you. But we killed Wynn, so we're not going to get that quest. So he's never going to show up for us. Okay. This part is also quite fun. Here he is. I believe there was a cut quest from the game where you can find out more about this crazy man, but they cut it, so he's just a crazy dude in the forest.
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
Hold on, old man. I want to ask you a few things.
Questions, questions, always questions. They say it was questions that made me mad. Will you do the same for you? Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
Or I could just kill you.
No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it'd be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be cautious. This is no ordinary madman. He has magic. I can sense it. Powerful magic.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
I think I'd rather just kill you. He doesn't really give you any particularly important information. Like I said, you don't learn much about him. He's just kind of there and he's crazy. Oh.
You just watch your manners. I've only so much blood in this frail body of mine, and I intend to keep it there.
He does not actually teleport. He uses illusions, impressive ones even. When his mind was intact, I suspect this mage was powerful.
Huh. You hear that? I intend to keep it there, so no more of your shenanigans.
I'll get you eventually. Please just let me kill you.
This is completely against the rules.
Okay, I'm just gonna take your stuff then. Fine. I'll talk to you.
Watch your manners. Huh. You hear that? I intend
Do you
to
want
keep
to
it
ask
there,
me
so
another
no more of your
question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
We didn't really exchange any. So you live in this stump?
Yes, I live here, and it's not as bad as you think. Where else to go, eh? I must stay away from them. They are out there and looking. They will take your secrets, oh yes, all of them, and leave you empty. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Do you want me to... we'll just keep going.
Oh yes, I think I might. Now, let's see. Ah, yes, I know. That horrible
I think I might be doing this wrong.
You were the one who killed it, weren't you?
I don't know. Is it worth a reward?
Let me think. There must be something you might be interested in. Oh, I know. Have you been to the center of the forest yet? It's quite the sight. Grand place for a picnic.
Oh, actually, I'll go ahead and ask. Is that where the werewolves fled?
It's where the wolfmen have their lair, but the trees will block the path. There's a way to fool the trees, of course. Trees are thick, wooden things, after all. Easily fooled if you know how.
And you know how, don't you?
Since you've already gone and killed that nasty old oak tree, I saw the splinters and even did a little jig to celebrate. Maybe I'll just tell you. The secret to getting by the trees, and listen close now, is to make them think you're one of the wolfmen. Isn't that a grand idea? I know what you're thinking. My teeth are flat, and I'm not nearly hairy enough where it counts for anyone to think I'm a wolfman. So true. I have the solution to that. I can make you smell like a wolfman. Enough like one to fool some stupid tree. And you only need to bring me a werewolf skin.
Do we each need a skin of our own?
No. Simply one will do, though it will be used up when I cast the spell. If you need it cast again afterwards, naturally, I'll need a new skin.
I have a werewolf skin.
So you have. Nice, too. Are you sure you wouldn't prefer a pair of slippers? No? Well, let's see what I can do with this, then. And here you are. Just keep it with you, and the trees will let you into the center of the forest. Remember, the trick will fool trees, but not anyone with a pair of eyes. And don't lose it. I might not remember that spell a second time. Anyhow, that's it. That's all there is. Off you go. Have fun with the wolfmen.
Oh my gosh, how do I... Cause...
What's this now?
There's a way to fight him and kill him.
May I? Oh yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh yes, what is your name?
I think I'm totally screwing this up. My name is Alfred.
So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying
Oh,
to fool
I'm
me.
frustrated.
Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Okay, do you have anything to trade?
Oh, yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
Can I fight you yet? No. Oh my gosh.
You just watch your man. Huh.
Oh.
You hear that? Where were you born?
Ooh. I was born on my family estate in the north.
So you say, fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Who are you?
Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask?
That's a lot of questions. You better have some answers.
Ah! Damnation! Caught by my own rules. Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They will never find me. Never.
And what if I tell them you're here?
Then I would hide again. The forest. It would get them first, it would. They will never find me. Never. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh, yes, I think... Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts?
Can't you tell?
If I could tell, I wouldn't have to ask you now, would I? Do you have the knowledge or not?
Of course I do.
Ah, I knew that. Or did I? I forget now. But if you are a mage, that means that they sent you. Huh? Or does it? Drat. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you. It's where there's a way to fool the trees, of course.
Ah, we already did this. Leave me alone.
I have the solution to that. I can make you smell like a wolfman.
I have it.
That's a terrible thing to say to someone who you need to cast a spell
I'll
on.
think. Okay. Okay, I think I screwed it up somehow. If you do something, you're supposed to be able to kill him. And I want to kill. I want to commit murder. And kill everyone possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I really don't want to reload and try to talk to the crazy dude all over again. Forgive me, my friends. I am not going to be able to be 100% terrible in this playthrough. I will only be 99% terrible. I have failed you. I have failed you. I have not killed everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I can't kill everybody inside. I know you're just here for the bloodshed. And I have not provided. I hope y'all will forgive my failures. I know you crave blood. I swear I'll give it to you again. I swear. There will be blood once more. Okay. Ooh, there's... Oh. Okay. Oh! Wait. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay. I have looked everywhere. Save... Alright, once again, into the woods. You know what? I appreciate that sentiment. Thank you. That makes me feel better.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come. You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well, but you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
I'm not going anywhere without Witherfang's heart.
You are sent by the treacherous Dalish to kill Witherfang. I will not stand by and allow that to happen.
Then come and fight, or get out of my way.
Then we fight. With our blood and our very lives, we will defend our home.
Beware these beasts.
Not very smart, bro. Like one of the dialogue choices said, I've already beaten you once. And once again, I'm not allowed to kill. Oh, Witherfang looks so cool. Cool name, cool look. This is a cool wolf. I love him. I want to give him pets. I think he would probably bite me. Oh, nope, disturb. He would probably bite me, but I want to pet him anyway. But yes, thank you for giving me the idea that leaving him to his madness is worse than death. Because as I have done several times now, death is not always the most terrible option that Chaddeus can choose. Give me your treasure. Thank you. Onwards.
We are invaded. Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady.
His speaking is way better than Swift Runner's.
No one in your country
Look at that.
when they occupy it, do they?
Rude. It's not occupied. It's occupied by werewolves. Do you think werewolves are gonna be able to do construction? I don't think so. They can barely speak. But look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? The ruins in this game are always super, super cool. I like this a lot. So in we go. Ruins, upper level. Secret passage. Ooh. This is not that secret that I played with.
It's done, naturally.
Okay, we're definitely probably gonna run out of inventory space soon. Can I? Oh, whatever. We are almost surely going to run out of inventory space soon, which means, of course, I will have to stupidly forget that every single time I loot and be told that I cannot do so. And then I will forget again immediately afterwards. What is this? Life Orb. That sounds very nice. Yes, forget immediately afterwards and then have to backtrack again. Whew, sorry. What is a Fanged Skeleton?
Elven trappings. How very odd.
Yeah, what is a Fanged Skeleton? Is that like a werewolf skeleton? That's why it has fangs? Because the humans and elves do not have fangs. Or maybe the skeletons grew the fangs. I mean, they're capable of walking around and fighting again, you know. You never know what else they're capable of. Yes, no, maybe. Wait, which way do we need to... Ooh, this way first. This way first. Another secret passage. That's honestly not very good loot to be hidden by a secret passage. At least the other one did have a quest item in it, the love letter. A quest I haven't gone yet, but is there. That was pretty lame. The other stuff was pretty lame. I really hate when that happens, when you've got, you know, a secret door or a really high-level chest or high-level door or whatever for unlocking. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. You have to have high skill. Maybe you break a lot of lockpicks or whatever. And the treasure inside is so lame. So lame. You know, a lot of times, even if it's supposed to be leveled, you're like... Really? You know, it's crying. You like lost how many lockpicks trying to get into this? And you give me 3 septums? No! I don't appreciate it. Oh, the spiders. My favorites!
Over with.
Ugh. I don't even want to know. What do they eat? Like all these giant spiders. They're just kind of trapped down here. They have tunnels. Maybe they can get to the surface. Get stuff up there. At that size, though, I worry about what their diet includes. Probably each other. If there aren't enough humans or elves around for a long period of time. I don't like it. I don't like that sound. Please stop. I don't know what you are, but don't do that. I don't like it.
Don't look now. Trap. So simple
Oh!
to see.
This thing. Well, it's a dragon. Never mind, I do like it. That's cool. Little mini boss dragon. Have you been eating the spiders? I sure hope so. That's a very helpful dragon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you were helpful, but, I need you to give me stuff. I need to harvest your flesh. Thank you. Wait, actually, no. That just gave me armor. Do I not get dragon scales from you? Okay. I guess not. Whatever. I'm sorry, dragon. You just wanted to live here in peace. You were just kind of chilling with your horde. Ah, see, look, it has happened. I have run out. Ugh. I feel like the dragon's horde. It's a pretty good place to run out of.
Moving on.
See, look, I forgot. I tried to get the loot and immediately forgot that I no longer have space. But I feel like a dragon's horde is a good place to run out of inventory space. Because it makes sense. There's like a whole bunch of stuff there. It's not just some random corpse in a random hallway, you know. Makes me feel like I got some good stuff. And they missed out on more good stuff. Oh, this thing. We have ghosts running away.
Another point for me.
Oh, well, welcome back. Stop.
Yes. Success.
It's just so automatic to press A to loot. It's just, you know, you want to go fast. It's very instinctive. See, look, I remember those past 2 times. But your mind just doesn't even think about, oh, I literally can't pick these up. At least that didn't last too long. You don't think about that. You're just like, oh, you gotta get the loot. Business as usual, right? No. Makes me miss, like, unlimited inventory mods on Skyrim. I know I keep bringing up Skyrim a lot, but, you know, for one, it's my 3rd favorite game of all time.
Mummy? Mummy, no matter, son.
Can you hear me? What are you doing here? Random ghost child.
Mummy! Mummy!
Oh, just shut up. This is pointless. Yep, sorry, kid.
Huh. One never expects
I-
creatures like those.
I'm assuming there was another sort of cut quest dealing with him. Because, like, you kind of get some backstory on what happened here as you go along, and, like, kind of resolves him. But at the same time, it just feels so random, and you really don't get a whole lot of information about him or anything really. I've just always been really confused / let down by that kid's existence. I don't know, that sounds kind of horrible to say, but it's true. His existence is a disappointment. To me, I don't know about his mom.
And done.
Okay, look, I've been doing a much better job with the inventory now. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Hopefully this will make up for my failure to kill the crazy dude. I can remember the inventory. Ooh, which way, which way? This way, I think. Yes. Yes, this way. I do not have the proper thing for that yet. So, this was the correct way to go in the sense that I did not want to go the correct way to go. But at the same time, I cannot actually progress in that direction just yet. So, I feel like I kind of lose on that one. Whew. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I keep yawning. This elaborate artifact has a gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid, even after all this time. The gem is vibrating slightly. I guess I'll show it to everybody else.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped.
Elf magic.
Let's use brute force. Bashing the gem against anything hard seems to do nothing. The gem isn't even scratched. It would no doubt take extraordinary force or magic to affect the artifact at all. Try to open it? There does not appear to be any way to open the gem. There is no crack along its length, no hinges or lock mechanism that you can see. The blood inside the gem moves slowly, as if vicus. How it was placed inside the gem, however, is impossible to tell. Let's just touch it. We've been touching it, but maybe a gentle, loving touch. The gem is warm to the touch, and your mind immediately begins swimming with visions, images, and memories from a life not your own. The presence in the gem is at first alarmed when it senses your touch. It recoils in fear, and the images that rush your mind are ones of imprisonment and loneliness. Who are you? What are you? The presence thinks quickly, bewildered. Finally, it decides that you are indeed real and not a product of its fevered imagination. More images flash through your mind. Time that the presence has spent trapped within the life gem. Time where the presence has slept, gone mad, and then slept again. The presence has no name it can remember. You get the sense of an elf, a mage in glittering silver armor. This was long ago, remembered as if through a fog. What is this place? What happened here? The images that come are slow, as if the presence must think back to a time it barely recalls at all. You see a place of serenity, where the eldest come to slumber and are visited by those who offer tribute to the gods on their behalf. Yeah, because the sarcophagi weren't clues that this is for dead people. The presence's memories of what happened there are uncertain. There are flashes of violence, of war, but it is all too long ago. None of it is clear. Was this a war with the humans? The presence remembers the humans. This was a time even after the humans had come. It was they who had built this place long before. Perhaps the war was with other humans. Perhaps it was with something else, something that killed both the humans and elves that were here. It is not clear. You see images of a great battle, elves and humans both screaming and attempting to flee from some terrible presence. What that presence was is blurry and lost to time. The presence fled the destruction by using the life gem, escaping its body. It was sure that someone would come to rescue it, but no one did. Not until now. You were once a mage. You see images again of the elf in his silver armor, one who is mage and warrior both. The name for the order he belongs to translates in your mind to arcane warrior. What is an arcane warrior exactly? The presence can remember little. You see images of an order of elven mages who channel their spells into their strength, fighting as arcane warriors to defend their charges. The presence could give you what knowledge remains within it of how to become an arcane warrior. You are no mage yourself, but you could teach such knowledge to those who are. This is all the presence has left to offer any longer, the last of its memories. In return, the presence asks only one thing from you: oblivion. Is there nothing else you can offer me? Well, I mean, he's not going to have money, dude. The presence has nothing else to offer. It possesses nothing and remembers little of a life from so long ago. You could teach me to become an arcane warrior. The images that the presence sends are desperate. It will give you what memories it has. Whoever follows the arcane warrior's path will be the last of its order. That's a lie, but okay. How would I give you the release you seek? The images that come are faint and uncertain. You see a stone altar and the life gem placed upon that altar. The life gem then vibrates and explodes, destroying the presence within forever. The yearning that follows this image is keen and almost hopeless. Yes, I will try to help you. The images become tinged with desperation. The presence cannot remember where the altar is, but it knows the life gem must be placed on it. Ooh, I hope I do this correctly. We're gonna approach the stone altar. As the life gem nears the altar, the presence becomes overcome with emotion. Could its endless nightmare finally be over? The images that are sent to your mind depict a clear question. Do you still wish to learn the skills of the arcane warrior? The presence is ready to teach you now. I mean, I already have the thing unlocked, but we'll just go ahead and say yes. The memories flood into your mind. They are hazy and incomplete, but enough for any mage to gather a few of the talents that the arcane warriors once possessed. Now, the presence asks that you keep your promise. Release it from this eternal prison. Nah. The shock and outrage of the presence turns into a wail of despair. The images become a flash of light and then are silent. The gem vibrates no more. Oh! Poor thing! Poor thing. That was just terrible to do. But of course that is the point. And that is all that Chaddeus knows. Well, like I said, we already had Arcane Warrior unlocked, because it just carries over from prior playthroughs. It's like once you unlock something, you can unlock everything in your first playthrough, and then you'll still have it already unlocked for all the future ones. You've seen when I've gone through... Nothing. Okay. When I've gone through to assign specializations, all of them were available, so that's why. It's because it's already there. Yeah, poor guy. Poor guy. I feel a little bad. No, actually, I feel a lot bad. I feel like that's one of the... That's definitely on the meaner side of things that we have done. Chaddeus just... I don't think there is any redemption for him. Wherever he may go once he is dead, which won't be for a very long time because obviously main characters don't die. Wherever he goes, I don't think it's going to be a very nice place.
This is a good day.
I don't get that sense. I actually don't know.
It's done, naturally.
Off the top of my head, I don't know in Androstianism what their equivalent of hell is. Because obviously it's Catholicism. Like, it is very clearly, very heavily based on and reflective of Catholicism. So surely there is a hell. I don't remember what it's called. There was no... Oh, it's just the same thing. Just the usual mini-boss revenant. Excuse you? I was not remotely in your direct line of sight when you did that. That was frankly unnecessary. I have no idea what that status effect means. Oh, well, it's gone now. Okay. Whatever. Very nice. Very nice. How much money do I have? Ooh! Yeah, we could definitely afford the nice stuff now. I'm trying to remember where all the really good pieces of equipment are. I know we got the one in Orzammar from the semi-crazy dude. I know there's one back at the circle. can't remember if we fought that yet or not. But then I know Denerim has... I can think of at least one piece. I mean, there's very, very few, and obviously for good reason. They're very specific. I can think of at least one in Denerim that I can remember. And
Over with.
I don't remember how it compares to the really good piece in the circle, but I think I'm gonna save my money for now. Like, I'm not gonna go back to the circle and try and get it. I want to see what the thing in Denerim is like first. Because money in this game is limited, and I don't want to spend 90 gold on one thing when it turns out the other thing that costs 90 gold is, in fact, better. But I am very, very satisfied with the thing we got in Orzammar. I do know for a fact that that one is quite good and well worth it. Ooh, autosaving. Clearly there's something important.
These? All right then. Yes. All right.
It's 459. There isn't really... This is a very awkward place to end, I know, but there's no good ending place coming up. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to be like last time and end in kind of an awkward place, because it is indeed time to go. So thank y'all so much for coming out to watch. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're watching this on Twitch and you are not already following me, please do. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Your support means a lot. It would help me out quite a bit. So I'll see you guys again Wednesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to 5 p.m. obviously Central Standard Time. Once again, more Terrible Chaddeus. Bye, y'all!